Over the years of playing Warframe, from what I've noticed, most players try Sevagoth once, maybe twice, max him out, and then never touch him again. But the players who do stick with him, they don't just like him, they swear he's one of the most satisfying Warframes in the game. And it all comes down to one thing: how he feels when everything clicks. That's why everybody likes any frame. You play a Warframe, you're like, this is whatever. And then you get that one moment. The one moment where your build just comes together, where everything makes sense. And then you realize he's fantastic. There's nothing not to love about this Warframe. So, first things first, he is extraordinarily powerful. This is no surprise to anyone. The main reason people start playing Sevagoth isn't just because they got him and are like, ooh, let me try this frame out. It's they saw somebody play Sevagoth, nuke the room, and thought to themselves, I want that too. He is extraordinarily powerful. His loop is usually quite simple. His loop goes something along the lines of you cast 3 to Gloom, this slows down enemies, gets them lifesteal, all that good stuff. And then you cast 2, your Sow ability, this marks the enemies. Then you cast your first ability, this deals true damage. This is the nuking combo. You just start shredding enemies just like that. Now, once you have your 4th ability, Exalted Shadow, up, once that is out into the world and you can finally use Exalted Shadow, his loop becomes a little bit simpler. You cast your 4 Exalted Shadow, you cast your 1 to group the enemies up, cast your 3 Death's Harvest to deal damage and vulnerability. From here, you then sow the enemies and then cast Reap. This just explodes them all, completely fucks them up. Extremely simple loop. Now, the lower the enemy health, the lower the amount of damage your Reap and Sow combo will do to these enemies. So it's at this point that he becomes a gunner friend. You kill the enemies that accidentally survived, the ones that dared to defy the Death's Captain and survived, which is another thing people love about him. Dark Gothic fantasy. He is cursed soul splitting between body and shadow, and he looks like Death's Captain, and people love that. His aesthetic is absolutely fantastic. Mine is shit. People make way better ones, but people love that dark fantasy. On top of that, as I mentioned about his power already, he is 2 Warframes in 1. His gimmick is that when he dies, he can become his shadow, and you hit a few enemies, boom, you come back to life. You even have access to your 2nd ability while you're dead, Consume, which heals the shadow every time you dash through the enemy, which is incredibly important because your shadow can die while you're dead. Essentially, it's like a mini game. And when his shadow's built right, when you have the claws built properly, mine are not, his 4th ability, Exalted Shadow, can deal an incredible amount of melee damage, which people love to see. You are able to deal so much melee damage with even a half-assed build. Imagine what you could do with one that is built properly. Shadow gameplay is something that is incredibly satisfying for melee lovers. It feels like a boss form the more you think about it. It's a special form that you get after reaching certain conditions, and while you're in it, you can just whoop enemies' asses. Give them the good 1-2. That explains why people love him. The reason people give up on him is because he has a high ceiling. Now, I don't just mean in skill. When it comes to skill ceiling, it's not that bad. It just takes just a little bit of time to get used to. After playing him for a few days, you should be more than comfortable enough to whoop enemies' asses in any game mode. Maybe not Endurance Steel Path, maybe not level cap, but Archimedes, sure. The high ceiling I mean is cost. The reason people give up on him is because a low level built Sevagoth just isn't as good as one that has 6, 7, 8 Forma in him. His base kit will require you to have 1 or 2 augment mods for Sow and Reap. And then on top of that, you need the Forma to include all of it into your build. And then after that, you need to Forma his Shadow to be able to build this up fully. And then after building the Shadow, you still need to do his Claws. That is at least 1 Forma for his Claws, about 2 for his Shadow, and then at least 2 for his Frame. That is a total of 5. If you want to min-max them, it's going to require a lot more. But just for a base steel path build, 4 Forma is about the most you need. But 4 Forma is more than some players even have. And if a frame isn't bopping on 0 Forma, there are people that give up on it immediately. And with that being said, that's just about it. So the reason people love him is because he's incredibly satisfying. He is incredibly powerful. He has 2 forms. He looks dope as hell. And if you can get the combo off consistently, everything just clicks, blows up, and dies. And it's one of the most satisfying moments you'll have playing the game. The reason people give up on him is because he is super fucking expensive, dude. It's insane. And with that being said, tell me, what do you love about Sevagoth? Do you love him? Do you hate him? Is there something specific that you love or hate about him? And with that being said, until next time.